Alright, hey everybody. I hate how dark it is in here, but it is what it is. I just wanted to get on here, touch base with you. I haven't talked to you in about a little over 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 days, and I have gone to a few doctor's appointments since the last time I talked to you. And, well, first doctor's appointment was I went and saw the dietitian. So, she said my eating was great. I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing, but the numbers just weren't coming down as far as my blood sugar. They were still averaging 130 to 140 when I woke up, and they really want it to be somewhere between 90 and 110, I think. So she said she wanted to put me on insulin. Now, is this devastating, or was it? I don't know if that's the word I want to use, because I saw it coming. I mean, there was. I knew my numbers weren't what they needed to be, and I knew this was going to be the suggestion. So, but when she told me, I still bawled. Basically, is my point. And I try really hard not to do those kind of things. I mean, not to other people, not normally. And I just couldn't. I couldn't hold it in. I did really good for the first maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and then she went and got this. She went and got what I'd be using, and she asked me to kind of play around with it, and that's when I lost it. I couldn't handle it. But I do want to, and then, the first thing that came to mind was my Aunt Linda. I'm not sure how much I've touched base on her about things, but she was the woman that raised me. Well, not the only person. I was raised definitely by a village. They say it takes a village to raise a baby, and I feel like I was definitely raised by multiple people. My earliest years were with my parents, and then when my parents started having problems, I did move in with my aunt and my cousins and my uncle. My aunt, my uncle, my cousins. And my point is my Aunt Linda had diabetes too, type 2 diabetes, and she had to take insulin on a daily basis, multiple times a day. So this was not something I was unfamiliar with, diabetes. Where do I want to go with this? She never got a grip on it, and she actually passed away 4 years ago for reasons caused by diabetes, not diabetes in itself. She had kidney failure. She had bad eyesight. She had staph infections that wouldn't heal. And she just had multiple issues that really all stemmed from diabetes. And the first day that I had to take my insulin, the thought ran through my mind, why would she not ever want to get a grip on this? Now, I know is that egotistical? No. I don't know what term you'd want to call that. Maybe just hateful. I'm not really sure. But I just can't imagine doing this for the rest of my life. I am having to take 4 shots a day, one before each main meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and one before bed. My numbers have dropped. The number in the morning, I've been consistently between between 110 and 120, which I think they still want it a little lower than that, and I think today I was at 109. So I gave her my numbers yesterday, and she actually upped my dosage. I still have to take the 4 shots a day, but she upped my dosage just a little bit. And they believe that after I have the baby, that my sugars will go down, that I will not have to take the insulin any longer. And they said they really wouldn't worry about it to this extreme of my numbers if I wasn't pregnant. If I wasn't pregnant, they would just be putting me on the pills, and let's see how that goes. But because of the baby, they want my numbers where they should be, as quick as they should be, and that's that. So back to my aunt having diabetes and thinking of her while I'm talking to the dietitian. I'm thinking she used to have the whole little bottle of serum? And then she had the needle, and she had to load it and swab her belly, and she would have to inject herself, and the needles. Then maybe it's my mindset. I was a kid. Everything's bigger whenever you're a kid, but I could have swore they were like an inch and a half, 2 inches long. Just scary business. But I wanted to show you what they have me do. And don't worry, I'm not going to actually inject myself. I'm just going to show you guys the basic rundown. I don't know. Some people might be curious. Some people might not care. And this might freak them out. So, but here is my pen, my injection pen. And I have two different kinds. One is I take the 3 times a day, which is this. It's clear, and I don't know the names of these. I'm really bad about those kind of things. I know I should pay attention. Please don't get on my ass about that. But I'm really bad about names. And then I don't know if you can see that very well. There's not a needle on it. And then my computer is doing something. And then this is the needle. And there's this little paper that I pulled down, and do you see the needle in there? I will try to adjust. And then you screw it on. And you take that lid off, and then you take that lid off, and can you actually see the needle? It is super tiny. Super thin. I really don't think y'all are going to be able to get that. And how you adjust your units is there. And I have to take, she just upped it to 4, 7, 7, and 20 before bed. And then when you push this, I don't know how I'm going to show y'all that. So when you push, it comes out. So, do you see me pushing it? Okay. So that's enough creepiness for y'all. I don't have a heart attack about it every time I do it now. It's still, I don't want to at all. I gotta tell you though, I think I'm starting to ramble now. Oh, and then after that, I had to go see my actual doctor, and he told me, well, the dietitian said that you need to go on insulin, and then I started bawling again. And then what happened after that? I went home. My brother happened to call me just as I got home. Randy wasn't even home yet, so I hadn't gotten a chance to talk to him about it, and my brother's like, how's it going? Just calling to check on you. Oh, crap. Here come the waterworks again. And then Randy didn't take it well. I try not to, I know some people might be a little irritated with him, but I know it's just how he is. His first instinct and thought was, how is this going to affect the baby? And he just didn't take it well. And then he came back to me like, how is this going to affect you? What if this, he's more of an aggressive emotional person than a logical emotional person. I don't know how else to explain that. Other than he didn't take it well, he's doing better now. Okay, So, moving on. First time taking the shot, though. First time having to inject myself. Took me 2 hours to take my first shot. It was ridiculous. It took me half an hour to call the dietitian because she was the one that gave me my units, but they didn't write it. They just said take as prescribed on the labels. And I'm like, okay. So I called my dietitian at like 8 o'clock at night. Told her I do have my medications. What do I do now? And she told me, but it took me 30 minutes just to call her. So now I have my stuff. My food is done because she said take it before your meal. My food is done, sitting in the microwave, and I'm hungry, but I don't want to take my shot. So I cry and I laugh at myself, and Randy tries taking the hard ass approach and saying, don't be a wuss, just take it, blah 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 blah. No, that's not gonna help. Don't talk to me if that's the way you're gonna help. And finally, so he came in there, and I'm sitting at the kitchen table. I think at this point I have everything loaded. I have my needle on. I have everything together. I've got my belly swabbed, because you swab your belly before with alcohol. And then, so he comes in there and he takes one of the needles and he just takes it out and unscrews it and gets it all out. And I mean, it's not attached to anything. And he pokes himself right in the stomach, just like that. I'm like, are you kidding me? And he's like, it's not bad. And then and I won't even look at him, because I told him, don't do this, don't do it, don't do it. And he's talking to me, and I know, because I'm not looking at him, I know that he's already done it, and that the needle is sitting inside of his stomach. And it's clean needle, guys. You just saw me unwrap it. You're like, oh. So I do look, and I mean, he didn't even flinch or budge. It was absolutely no big deal. And then he had to do it again. Not that he had to do it again, but he did do it again while I was looking. He took it out, he moved it over a little bit, and did it again. And then I told him, just leave me alone. Again, just leave me alone. And, I put it was crazy, guys. And I had to take 2 that night. One before dinner and one before bed. It was... Okay, so I'm going on 15 minutes talking about taking my first insulin shot. Since taking my shot, I crave more sweets. I don't know if that's normal. I mentioned it to the dietitian, but she didn't really touch base on it. As for my eating, I kind of lost control a little bit right after I started the insulin. I kind of went through some emotions saying, you know what, I'm going to have to take the insulin anyways. It doesn't matter how good I eat. Basically, fuck it. I'm going to have this cheesecake thing that I wanted. And that's not a good mindset. And I've done a little better the past couple days. But it hasn't been... It's still in the back of my mind. I'm gonna have to take it anyways, and I want the sweets and I want the chocolate. So I'm trying to still do the alternatives, like the apple and peanut butter caramel thing. That's what it tastes like to me. And I've been doing a lot of the Nature Valley protein bars in the afternoon to help. That's like my first and second snack, because I want the sweets, and I'm going through Diet Pepsi like it's going out of style. Usually, I used to be like a heavy Diet Dr. Pepper drinker. Now it's Diet Pepsi. What else? I keep looking at the time. It's 16 minutes in, and I feel like I haven't touched base about everything I wanted to. My weigh-in, I weighed in Tuesday instead of Monday. Well, I guess y'all haven't seen me in 2 weeks, so I weighed in a couple weeks ago at 306.4, and then I'm back at 310 last week, and then now I'm at 311.6. At the doctor's appointment, whenever they did the ultrasound, they said the baby looks good. She's practicing breathing, which says that she is a happy baby. For most of you, I have already showed you. Well, no, not for most of you. For some of you, you already saw the picture on the snack video at the very end if y'all had watched it. But there's the baby. Anyways, it was really an eye-opener for Randy as far as seeing her visually. He just, I feel her moving around every day, multiple times a day. So I know she's in there. I know she's a being. I feel her. As far as Randy, he doesn't. It's not the same. Yes, he's felt my belly while she moved, and that was kind of cool. And then he saw the hiccup video, and he thought that was really cool. But this, seeing a face, that visual, with the heartbeat and everything that was going on, I think it really hit him. It was just, it was cool. What else did I want to tell you about? We are still house hunting. I think I'm done. 23 minutes? I believe. Okay. I will edit this and get it posted up just as soon as I can. I don't remember, have I shown y'all a belly shot ever? I know I have made them, but I'm not sure that I have posted any of them. So, I will actually post this one. I'm mostly just large. Tuck it all in. And there she is. So, yeah, I think that's all I want to talk about right now. This is a 27-minute video, guys. I'm going to have to shorten it. Y'all do not want to sit here and listen to me this long. Y'all keep fighting the good fight and keep doing what you do. All that good jazz. I will see you guys soon. Bye.